Hey guys, today we are going to be working with Patastic P from MXR Plays. She's absolutely awesome and she is super duper new to chess. She's about 600. I've taught her maybe once before, and she basically has really no idea of how the chess game works. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play hand and brain with her against one of my lovely subs, and I am going to guide her through an entire game of chess. I hope you find this video helpful as well.
No, an en passant.
En passant. It's a rule for pawns, specifically pawns, which I'll show you after this game.
Okay.
Yeah, so pawn here. Yeah. En passant just means in passing in French.
He's doing the thingy!
He's doing the thingy. Okay, the best way to stop this is to move knight right now. We go for a knight move.
Oh, crap. Which knight? Wait.
Okay, wait, think about it. If he's doing the thing, which is the scholar's mate, right? That's the one we're thinking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're both thinking about the scholar's mate. So then you would want to play the knight that is on your king side.
Yeah.
Because you would be developing it and then blocking something that he is potentially going to threaten you with.
Right.
Okay, so the king side knight, the board split up. This is hard because I don't have an analysis board with you, but the board is split up into the king side and the queen side in chess. So the king side is, you see where your king is? All of the squares to the left of your king, those are king side. That's king side. All the squares starting from your queen to the right of the queen is the queen side. So when I say the king side knight, it's the knight on g8 that you would want to move.
Right. Actually, it's just I've seen this, but then it becomes a blur, and then in like 2 moves I'm dead. So I'm trying to think of, because he's gonna try to move his queen. No, I don't know anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, you got this. Oh, okay, that's not quite the knight I wanted you to move, but it's okay. It is a G8 knight, but you always want to go towards the center of the board with your pieces. Right, okay. So don't worry. At least you're understanding that when their bishop goes that way and they're trying to scholars mate you, you now understand that you want to move your knight. Next time, you'll know exactly where the knight will go. So it's totally fine. We're just getting started. It's okay.
So next time, it should have gone to E7, right?
F6.
Oh, F6. Why not E7?
Because on E7 it's a little too passive. So think about it this way: if you put your knight on F6, you can draw the little L thing if you have your arrows enabled. You're controlling 2 center squares. You're controlling the E4 square and the D5 square. One of our most important rules of the chess opening is that you want to control the center. So controlling 2 squares of the center is more important than controlling 1 square of the center. And also, additionally, if you move your knight onto E7, you're blocking your own bishop on F8.
Right.
And you don't want to do any of that, because our second rule of the opening is that you want to develop as fast as you can, or develop. Think about it in terms of the chess opening theory. It would make sense, right? Controlling the center means that I want to go to a higher advanced place, because then I get the center. I also want to develop my pieces, so therefore it makes no sense to block one of my pieces in the process of developing.
God, it's so cool, because whenever you explain chess, I feel like I'm looking at these pieces with a completely different light. Like, I genuinely thought chess is just memorize like moves.
I'm not gonna lie.
There's this whole thing.
Yeah, if I ever bother, which I'm never going to bother, but if I ever bother stringing together like a full game with my thought process, you would understand exactly how the logical process works when it comes to chess. There's reason. Fun. Yeah, if you the more you know about chess, the more fun it is. And in this position, I'm gonna say knight. The more you know about any given game.
So I made a faux pas with the first knight movement.
That's okay. Once you've made that move, another really important thing now that I've told you it's a mistake, don't even think about it. Like, seriously.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's not that bad, really. It's like it will just sit there until whenever, and then you'll move it again at some point. So for now, I just want you to move knight and just, yeah, exactly. Like, keep developing. Like, once you realize you have made a mistake in your game, don't compound on that mistake. Just keep following your opening rules, right? Like,
Right.
okay, what are the opening rules? Give it to me.
First, control the center.
Okay. Yeah. Second.
Number 2, develop your pieces.
Correct.
Number 3, castle.
Exactly. Perfect. That's all you
So
need to know.
I'm still confused on the developing part, but I think I completely get what you mean when it says control the center.
Yeah. The more center you control, also, the more freedom your pieces will have because you'll have more
True.
space. So then it's easier. All right. So we'll go with, I'm going to make you, so I'm telling you this. So it's a little easier for you because I don't actually know if you know what long castling is, but it's castling on the queen side.
What? You could do that?
Yeah, you can do that. So I'm going to make you castle on the queen side. And you can play... So let's go with pawn here. A little pawn move. I think the knights before bishops rule is kind of bullshit because obviously this guy played the bishop opening. I just threw Jeannie super off guard. So, you know.
Either you're stunned because I made an amazing move, or stunned because you're like, what the fuck did she do?
No, that's exactly the move I wanted you to play. That's why I didn't even comment on it. That's exactly what I wanted you to
okay.
do. Yeah, no, that's exactly correct. Okay, I want you to go bishop now. Yeah, I like it. Okay, bishop again. Thank you, Bailey, for the 12 months.
Oh,
Yep. Yep.
I have a question. In chess,
Yeah.
is it always a bad idea to move backwards?
No. There's no such thing as that. You can always move your pieces backwards. Yeah. If you realize you made a mistake, once again, this kind of like adds on to the compounding our mistakes thing. If you realize your piece is in a bad spot and you don't like it there, and the only option is to move it back to where it came from, just do it. Like, some people are like, there's no way.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was either that or I moved it more out to the side, but that's a bad idea, right? Because you want to have the control in the center.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little different. I would say I like your move more, but there was nothing wrong with playing bishop to h5 either.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and okay, but I do like your move significantly more. But in that very specific case, there wasn't a direct correlation between, oh, this is better for my center or something. But
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
pawn takes. I mean, sorry, just pawn. But I already gave you the
Yeah, I
move.
was gonna-
Okay, you were gonna play it anyways. It's fine.
Yeah, I was like, I want to eat that. I want to eat it.
Okay, let's go with queen here.
So do I click on the rook if I castle?
Oh, okay. So for castling queenside, you don't castle with the queen.
Oh, you move the queen to castle the king with the okay.
So you have to move your queen out of the way in order to
Right.
castle kingside. It's like still a king move, but it just for now just move your queen, just queen. There we go. Castling queenside just means you go on the queen side. Okay, queen. I mean, in that situation, it's just like yeah.
Queen.
I think that'd be a reasonable way to explain it, Pingu.
Where can I go?
I'm not really
Dead.
sure how to best like.
Dead.
Your bishop
Dead.
can always come back to the game if you wanted. If you're like f6, bishop f7, then you don't have
dead
double your
everywhere I
pawn.
go.
But like, that's a hard thought process. So I
So
don't
in
wanna
this
complicate
case, bishop queen swap is a terrible trade.
Correct, because your queen is worth how much?
9 and bishop's
Exactly.
worth 3.
Exactly. So the math does not add up.
So I should back away.
Mm-hmm.
But to where? Let's see here.
Yep.
I'm gonna back away to here.
When you have multiple choices
Mm-hmm.
and you know you have to move that piece, sometimes in order to save time, because I know you're probably not playing like games as long as this and you're shorter on time, and this applies to a lot of other people too, just move it literally wherever where it doesn't get attacked. Like, it's probably much more important to just get it somewhere safe than to be like, is this the better square? Is that the better square? They're probably all around the same strength move.
I see.
So just do it
There's
fast.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Got it.
Good way to save time. Here, however, I do want you to move queen.
Again?
Yes.
But the math doesn't check out.
Okay, so here is where I want you to think about the 3 rules of tactics.
Control the center.
That's opening. So those are the 3 rules of the opening.
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever... I don't think I've actually told you this, so I'll just tell you them because you might not know. But you should always be looking for checks in a position. Always looking for captures. And then we can forget about the third one for now. Just look for checks and captures.
Look for checks and captures. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna die.
Okay, so if you're gonna die there, then go move on to the next one.
Captures.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not gonna die there.
Right. Okay. Exactly. Perfect. So if
I
you're...
didn't realize that.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you always look for checks, so the full rule is checks, captures, threats, and it's shortened into CCT. And to remember, checks, captures, and threats. For now, I just want you to look for checks and captures for the most part. And honestly, mostly look for captures.
Okay. Checks, captures, threats. Mostly captures.
Yeah, mostly captures. Okay. Here, I would like you to play Queen.
Queen?
Yeah. I was actually a really good teacher for, like, primary school kids.
Is this the threats?
No, this is still, like, captures.
Oh, this captures? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No,
3.
Oh!
Yeah, there we go. Okay. For the most part, free pieces are fun. Oh. Chippy Mess did not capture the right piece over there, but that's okay. We're going to play Bishop. Chippy Mess is having a good
Bishop?
time. Yeah, Bishop.
Don't touch my king!
Exactly.
Oh, because I have a knight.
Yeah.
I am blinded.
No, you're good. You're doing exactly everything correct. So here, I would like you to move Rook.
So the whole castling was at the opening, but because we're done with the opening, we don't do that no more?
Well, it's actually because you cannot castle right now. You're not legally allowed to castle in this position because the queen is currently controlling the square you would be castling onto. So, for example, if you were castling kingside, your king would be going to g8, right?
Right.
So the queen is currently checking that square. So you can't castle.
So you can't go.
And if you were castling on the queen side, you would be castling onto c8, and the queen's also on that square. So we're gonna move rook. And then try to kick that queen out. Yeah. So rook
Okay,
movement.
so there's 2 rooks to move.
Mm-hmm.
But then 1 rook has more freedom if I move it.
Perfect. That's exactly the right move. Yeah.
Yes. So if the kings wasn't gonna be in check, then I could still castle? Or is there a time period you can't castle?
There's never a time period you can't castle, but if you move your king at any given point, that's not a castling, obviously. You can't castle then. If you move your rook, you also can't castle that side. If you are castling through a check, so let's say the queen, instead of controlling the c8 square, was controlling your d8 square, which is just like the square directly to the right of the king. If the queen was controlling that square, you also wouldn't be able to castle. You just cannot ever move your king through a check.
Oh,
But you can move
you
your
castle.
Yeah, but you can move your rook through a check. Does
And then
that
you
make
can still
sense?
castle.
Yeah, if the queen is like controlling a square the rook is going to, it can still castle. So like for example, let's say the b8 square for some reason was controlled, which is the square directly next to your rook, to the left of your a8 rook, you would still be able to castle.
Even after you move that rook to
And only if you have not moved that rook.
Okay, only if you haven't got it.
And that's
Oh my
there's
God.
like these little things in chess that you don't really need to learn about until
Until I get the basic concepts ish down.
right. Like I just want you to, I think it's much better to play chess and learn those concepts as you play the game rather than it just be like sit you down and like give you a list of 500 rules of chess and be like, Jeannie, if you don't remember these moves, these rules, I am not going to teach you chess. I think that's freaking boring. And I think that is the wrong
True.
way to teach chess.
Very true, very true.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with king now.
Castle!
Yes.
Because I haven't moved it either of them. So I'm curious, it says here +5 for me next to the like white pieces I captured. What does that mean?
Oh, that just means the piece, like how much more material do you have? So you're currently up
okay.
5 points of material.
So material does not equate to pieces.
It does. It's very specifically pieces. So you're up a rook and you're up a whole rook. So that's plus 5 points.
I see.
Yeah.
Huh.
And if you are up, for example, 9, you're up the worth of a queen, whether or not you're up a whole queen. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Here I will say, ooh, okay, let's play king.
King. So you said for king.
Yeah.
To keep it snug and cozy and bundled.
Yes.
And the king is a coward and it's gotta hide.
Yes.
So.
That's very good. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Push him to the corner.
Yep. And
what is this?
This is called him trying to attack you. And this is also... Okay, this is one of the things that... Okay, now we're actually going to talk about threats. So the 3 rules of the tactics that usually you should be looking at every single game is CCT, checks, captures, and threats. And now your opponent is threatening to do something. So judging by the sequence of his last couple of moves, he has played A4 and then A5. What do you think he's trying to play?
A6.
Yes, exactly. There we go. See, chess is super logical, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So if your opponent...
Wait, can I ask though, like, to me, I would have thought though, right? That is one thought, but I would have also thought, what if he's trying to bait me to move my knight?
Well, see, you're going to be smart enough to not move your knight, and instead, you are going to play pawn.
What? Okay.
Yeah, pawn. So if your opponent
is going to A6.
Yes.
And I want to threaten him.
Well, you don't
he's
need...
threatening me.
Right, he's threatening you, so you're on the defense, which is totally fine because you're up 5 full points of material, which is a lot. So if I tell you he's trying to play A6, and I tell you pawn...
Today.
Exactly, there we go. Perfect. And if you played the wrong pawn there, it would have been very, very bad. So I'm good that... It's great that you played A6.
If I move the B7 pawn, then you're just like, oh.
Yeah, that would have been a total disaster. That's a losing move. So I'm good. I'm glad it's A6. But that's why, like, defense is also so important. And, like, it's sometimes, like, pretty easy to guess what your opponent's trying to do. And this is called a prophylactic move, actually. There was actually nothing that dangerous if he got to play A6. It wasn't
that's why
that...
I was confused.
Well, actually, it's not that good either because then you, actually, he's threatening checkmate if he plays A6. So,
I see.
And it's actually pretty dangerous there.
So, here.
Yeah, because if you played, if you let him play A6, you would have had to play B6, and then he has Queen D5 and all these checkmate ideas on B7, which for now I don't want you to worry too much about. But the concept I wanted you to learn from this last sequence of 3 moves was that if your opponent is very aggressively pushing pawns at you, take a moment, stop, think, why is my opponent moving those moves, right? And that's called prophylactic thinking, and it's a good way to respond against your opponent's threats. Like, if your opponent's threatening to do something, a logical train of thought should be, well, how do I stop my opponent from doing what he wants to do? Right. So here...
My chat was like, just moita them! Kill them all!
Yeah, kill them first. Kill them before they can kill you. That's another strategy, but we'll first, like, learn proper chess. Like, that's my strategy. I don't advise it, because sometimes I just lose. So first, we'll you know, play good chess. Good, solid, safe chess.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with bishop. Yeah, if you checkmate your opponent before they checkmate you, that's a viable strategy, but you know, obviously comes with risks. That's the perfect move. That's exactly what I want you to play.
But I'll be 100% honest. I was like, because I can't move to H4 because I'm going to die. And then G or F6 seems very, like, passive. So I was like, the middle ground? Is that good? Is that the thought process?
Yes, that is the correct thought process. You definitely don't want to lose pieces. And you definitely don't want to be too passive of a chess player. So you want to be playing something that's, yeah, sort of in the middle ground. The bishop is also really good on g5 because you have the whole diagonal there.
Right.
Do you kind of see that? Like, it gets way more squares than it got on e7. Like, on e7, it only had 3 squares it could go to. And now, all of a sudden, it has, like, 6, 7. It has
like,
7. Okay, so here, I want you to move knight. Yes! Oh my gosh, let's go! Whoa. You just saw that?
I'm threatening... Yeah, because I'm threatening 2 pieces.
Yeah. This is called a fork.
A fork?
A fork, yes, because you're attacking 2 pieces at the same time. It's called a fork. It's also called a double attack because it's like you're attacking 2 pieces at the same time. But it's more specifically a fork. Yeah, good. I mean, that's a really good move to find. You also found her really quickly.
Phew.
So it's awesome. Like, also teach you... Oh, okay, we can go with knight. Yeah, it's like logic, principles, rules, and then a little bit of memorization. But not too much, in my opinion. Okay, here I'm going to say, let's go with pawn.
Pawn?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, any move here is totally fine. So once again, if you're like confused about one of my moves or something, you can just play whatever you would like. Don't worry too much about following the hand and brain. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually the move that I wanted you to play, so that's really good.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
How come he didn't take the knight?
Probably
because I would just eat him.
Right, exactly.
With the king.
Okay, let's go with king. Okay, good.
I forgot the king is not completely useless and he can eat him.
Yes. Like, the king does have some slight advantages. Okay. Let's go with rook.
A rook. Okay.
Yeah, don't have to stress too much.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's one of the more important things, actually, I want a lot of beginners to learn as well, is that if you have a lot of extra material, stressing about all your moves is a very easy way to get yourself into time trouble. And then you don't want that. You just want to keep your game easy, simple. Let's go with bishop here.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to simplify your game when you're up material. And by that, I usually mean like swapping off pieces. So all of your opponent's pieces get... So your opponent has less pieces. Oh. That's actually a good move. That's not a bad move. You're defending your pawn and it's all good. I was thinking bishop h4 to try to swap off their bishop. But this is totally fine too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I didn't even see my rook there. Or like I even moved him there and I forgot.
You're good. You're good. So we do want to somehow checkmate our opponent though. And we're going to get there.
Okay.
No matter how long this takes. We're going to eventually work on that. Chibimus, if you're listening to this, don't resign. I know it might be painful to play. We appreciate it. But I want Jeannie to understand how it feels to end a game. Like, it's... You've gotten all this material, but now what do you do?
That's true. Thank you, Chibi, for your sacrifice.
Thank you, Chibimus.
We will bury you. Have you played Cult of the Lamb?
I have not.
You should. Because okay, but I was gonna say it's like I will make the nicest gravestone for you, Chibi. You are sacrificed for the cult of Nemo.
That's amazing.
For further knowledge.
No, Chibimus, you're playing just fine. Don't worry. No, but it's a good learning experience. I want you to understand. Okay, so for example here, I'm just gonna keep it really simple for you and say bishop.
Bishop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Exactly. And now I want you to play knight.
Oh.
Forcing them slowly to death. It's kind of true. I really am. But I think it's really good, once again, to finish out a game. So important for chess. That's good. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, just king. All right.
Was it one of those moves that it doesn't matter? Like,
yeah, that was one of those moves that just didn't matter. It would be hard. It's like until you get to a point where you're very comfortable, it's hard to know that. So I actually like it that you're taking a little bit of time before you make the move. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Everything is working out as planned. You can checkmate your opponent. So, for example, here I want you to go queen.
Okay. Duh.
Yeah.
I was thinking for some reason all I could see was killing the pawn, and I was like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, the knight's good. Okay, rook. I want you to go queen.
Oh. Wait, did you say move queen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, queen.
Okay. Here.
Oh, no.
No?
Oh, no, the queen is hanging.
Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't see that pawn. No!
No! Okay, the right move there was the first move you actually thought about, and it was c5. Queen c5 was the correct move.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's okay. We'll go with pawn.
Okay.
It was going very smoothly until then, but that's okay. You never have success without a couple of setbacks. Sorry, we're gonna go rook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I totally am moving this now because I thought I heard you say.
No, it's okay. But I did tell you that you want to swap off pieces, right? So you're
Yeah.
just going to constantly try to swap off your opponent's pieces. Yeah. Once you're up material, it's always okay to exchange. Okay, rook.
Okay.
Okay. There, I would have probably liked you to play knight to e5 once again. Okay.
Checks?
Checks are good. Checks can be good. We're just in a little bit of a pickle here. We have to move rook, and you gotta be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
always
have
say...
to move rook, right?
Yeah, you have to move your rook because it's under attack. All right, let's go king. Yeah, it's fine. You're still fine.
So nom.
Awesome. And when he
Okay.
takes your rook, what are you going to play?
That is a great question. I will play my knight. Not knight.
Oh, wait.
Not the knight?
Not the knight. I'm not going to say what piece it is because I want you to just find it.
Okay. Oh, eat him!
Yeah, eat the thing.
Eat
Eat the thing.
I keep forgetting that the
Okay.
king can eat.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, somehow you played a sequence of really good moves, and now all of a sudden you're back to being completely winning, and he has no more pieces. And this is how chess games should be if you're up material. You should be swapping off material, you should be maintaining your extra material, and just trading. Okay, let's go with king.
Okay. King. Do I still want to eat him?
I mean, moving your king towards like the middle of the board in endgame is always good if it doesn't get checkmated.
Oh, middle, like bottom or middle?
Like middle, like middle of the board.
Oh, that's true. I'll eat him, then yum.
Yep, exactly. Nom.
Yum.
Nom, exactly. We're going to slowly get you the win.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, let's go knight. Awesome. All right, now let's go with rook.
I have no confidence.
Okay, that's totally fine too. And if you have no confidence, that is totally okay. Like, people try to complicate things for themselves, so here I'm gonna tell you pawn. If they can play after, right? We're keeping it super simple. Okay, pawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here we're gonna play rook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm running away.
Yes, you are.
Let's go. Whoa, wait, you could choose whatever they get to be?
Yeah, you can choose. It doesn't have to be a queen. I would highly advise queen, like 95% of the time.
Right. That's bizarre. Has there ever been a situation you wouldn't take a queen?
Yes, I have promoted into a knight before. Sometimes to BM, but also sometimes because it's actually the best move.
Oh.
Yeah.
Be
Probably more times to BM. I've probably done it more because I just wanted to BM. But I definitely have promoted into other pieces before. Okay. Well, what's logical?
Oh, yeah, because the knight can eat him if he's on the...
Yes, that too.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. The knight's defending. So it all leads to checkmate because you're up so much, but I wanted to very specifically teach you this ladder mate idea.
Okay. With the rook, it's one move.
One move, you have one move,
okay.
checkmate. Yeah.
Okay. Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. There you go.
Yay! Oh
Yay!
my god. Ah, thank you,
Let's
Jimmy.
go.
Let's go.
Thank
I
you
feel
so
like I learned a
much.
lot.
Yes. That's awesome. I'm really glad. This was a very instructional game. And honestly, everybody please give Chibi Mouse a clap for playing all the way to the end. If you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure you are clicking that thumbs up buttons as well as subscribing, and let me know what other types of educational content you would like to see on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching.